Let's move on to some music in your, I know you've got a lot to cover on your arts rap today, but one thing is you spoke with a Canadian rapper who happens to be the Guinness World Record holder for longest freestyle rap. I know he's got new music and a new book, but I want to know, how long is that record? How long do you have to rap to nab that record?
Just over 8 hours.
What?
Yes. He rapped for just over 8 hours. This is years ago that he got this record. He still holds it. I'm talking about Dwayne D.O. Gibson. And he is a Canadian rap artist and author. And yes, a Guinness World Record holder for the longest freestyle rap. He's also a motivational speaker, and he's got a new album. It's out on all streaming platforms. Now, Jill, the album is called Still Driven, and it celebrates the 20th anniversary of Dwayne's first professional album release, which was called Stay Driven. So he might not necessarily be a household name, but he really has been a stalwart on the Canadian music scene for 2 decades. You know, he's produced and collaborated with many Juno Award-winning artists, and he's got a great background as far as diversity across the country. He was born in Saskatchewan. He's also got Cape Breton, Nova Scotian roots. He grew up also in Sarnia, Ontario, before settling in Woodbridge, Ontario. So his music is self-described as being somewhere between Tupac, this is in terms of social consciousness, Fresh Prince in terms of appeal with youth, and then Jay-Z in terms of business sense. I'm going to give you a listen right now.
Tell Shane that Dwayne says we about to get it on again. Take off like the Rosen, break off when we going to the top and we don't stop it. There's only one thing that I know, when it's that we go in, go hard. But man, can you really blame us? Cause you never know what the night gonna be like when you roll with the infant.
So there's a little bit of Dwayne D.O. Gibson. And, you know, on top of that, I mentioned that he's a rapper who's also a motivational speaker, but this is really a cool aspect of his life, because as a fifth-generation Black Canadian, Dwayne has also been delivering these really powerful motivational presentations to schools, and that's centering around Black Canadian history. So that is all part of his stay-driven motivational tours. He has packed 20 years worth of advice, Jill, into a book that he wrote about because he wanted to help others understand how to really break into the music business if you want to do that for a long-term kind of way and define success on your terms. The book is called On This Grind, and Maestro Fresh West, he writes the intro for the book, saying years ago Dwayne told him that he looks up to him as a mentor. Well, Maestro Fresh West says he looks up to Dwayne as a mentor. So I'm going to give you a listen right now to the rapper himself, because we talked a lot about rejection and specifically the grant process in Canada, how you go about applying for these grants and getting money and failing often. Here's what he had to say.
Sometimes people assume they don't like me because I didn't get a grant. And I try to explain, I was turned down again and again and again. And I think those setbacks taught me to go back, change up my plan, update it, and come at it again. But the grant system is great because it makes you think through what you want to do on a project. So learn the system, learn the rules, and then go do it, apply it.
Yeah. So he really is
there.
Such a go-getter. And yeah, it's really inspirational. I read the book cover to cover, and I can say that I learned quite a few gems about how you can just live your best life, really, but in such an authentic way. So that's Dwayne D.O. Gibson. And yeah, it's a book to watch out for.